Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome back to Cosmic Chapter 2. And we have a lot to do in not a lot of time, because basically our entire plan is to keep this world for when the 1.17 update releases, and as of recording this one clip, the first pre-release of 1.17 has released. And yes, I am recording this very far in advance, but you will see why. Because what I want to do today is make an ice track, or another highway, I guess, which will lead us about 1,000 or over 1,000 blocks out into the nether, which means that then we can explore the new 1.17 features inside of new chunks. And instead of it just being like a really long, pathway, it's going to be pretty decorated. There's going to be lots of things, lots of rooms, and oh no, there are piglins. Anyways, yeah, it's going to be a long, decorated tunnel. It's going to be big enough so we could fly down there with the Elytras whenever we get those. And it's going to have, I guess, enough decorations that we can add in, like, a little, hallways off to the side so we can add in other, portals. But, yeah, to start off with, let's find a good place. I don't want it to be right where the main nether hub is going to be, but I don't want it to be too far out. So, maybe down here? Like, I don't want it to be, like, right here, right by this one portal. So, maybe if we go this way a little bit, and I think this long tunnel is actually going to be about at Y110. That way, it'll still be out of the way, but it'll still be close enough for everyone to get access to it. Yeah, I think about here is good enough. So, now what we have to do is start off with the very basics and dig a very long tunnel, which reaches... I was going to go about 1,000 blocks, but just in case, I might want to go a little bit further, so let's go for maybe 1,200. I mean, that's going to be a very long pathway to go on, but assuming if we go on blue ice, which is what I gathered as much as I can right now, assuming we go on blue ice, it shouldn't be, quite as bad as people might think. Oh, we were going so well, and then we ran into another cave. Now we have to traverse our way off just a little bit more carefully. Now that we were appropriately cautious, back to speed mining. Well, this is a little bit of a weird stop by. Here's the tunnel we made to our nether fortress. So we're gonna have to move this thing down by at least a few blocks, or maybe even up. We shall have to see. What we feel like. But for now, let's keep going forward. I didn't realize they could go up that high. Oh, I completely fell down. Oh, that gave me a heart attack. Oh, okay, I gotta catch my breath for a sec. Hold on. Oh, I literally thought I was a goner. Thank goodness for feather falling and all this netherite armor. Otherwise, I would probably be dead. And after my life nearly flashed before my eyes, let's get ourselves back up there and continue working on this one pathway, or at least the start of it. I think for at least a little bit, I'm gonna be especially cautious again, like I was before. Oh, hey, that's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting to get any. Like, after my mega ancient debris mine, like, finding it is not quite as special as it once was, but it's still kind of cool to find it whenever you do. And almost there, just a few more blocks, and there we go, 1,200 blocks out, and at the end of this, there's going to be another portal somewhere around here, probably right in front of it, just like right here. There's going to be another portal, but until then, we have a 1,200 block long tunnel we have to work out, we have to decorate, and we have to do all that types of stuff. Now that we've come all the way back to the start, we're mining out an extra block up there. Maybe we could start placing in at least some of the blue ice, just to get an idea as to where we start building this, and how we start building this. I know what the design's gonna be. I just need to know roughly where we want to do this. And I don't want to be too close to anyone's personal build. So maybe let's go with an even 150 by 150. Let's start maybe right here. And this almost definitely won't be enough blue ice to get all the way down to the other end, but let's at least place what we have, just so we have an idea as to how far we could go. Huh, we went much further than I thought. We're about maybe a third of the way through the tunnel, so we definitely need to get more blue ice. But for right now, let's actually let's head back and actually get to work on the design, because this repeating design, it's gonna take a while. I mean, it's something I've been preparing. I've gotten like as much resources and stuff as I possibly can to prepare me, but I doubt I'm even gonna have enough to even get maybe a third of the way done with this entire tunnel with the resources I have right now. But before we continue working on the tunnel, let's go mend up this one pickaxe using this triple mob spawner I found the other day and convert it into an XP grinder. Was that a bad transition to show you my triple mob spawner XP grinder? Probably, but am I going to change it? Am I going to show you any other way? Probably not. Now that I've mended my pick a little bit, let's load up on most of the materials we're going to need, which, yeah, I have collected quite a bit. We're going to need a lot of blackstone, a lot of bone blocks, a lot of nether brick blocks, and a whole bunch of white, purple, and black wool. So now let's mine out a small little area just to show you what this repeating design will actually look like. Now that our canvas is in place, let's actually get to work with filling this in. And I purposefully tried to make it look as cool as possible, but not make it be too complicated, because yeah, we are going to have to build this over and over and over again for 1,200 blocks long. So it's best to not make it too complicated, which will make it very annoying, which would probably burn us all out working on this. And here it is. Here's the very first tunnel out of what will probably be several hundred, and I thought of every single way as to how people could travel. Under the carpets right here, we have soul soil, which will, you know, let you run across here really quick in case we ever do get soul speed. We have the ice track right here made out of blue ice. Even though it's increasingly more expensive than normal ice, it does get you across the world much quicker. And also, I've kept in mind that, you know, every single thing needs to be spawn proof. So on the track, we're going to have buttons here, and everywhere else we're going to have carpets, pretty much. Now just imagine this one bit right here, but it goes on as far as the eye could see. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Like, I didn't think that this was going to be too hard, but yeah, thinking about it, we have to go 1,200 blocks down this way, building the exact same thing over and over and over again. Like, yeah, gonna take long time. So I'm kind of hoping that this will sort of become a community project. That way, building this entire tunnel might not take quite as long as I might think it'd be. Well, it seems as though my prayers have been answered, because Evelyn seems up for working on this for a bit. Well, this is a different type of VC. Evelyn's in the call, but she's mute. You're mute, right? No? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Mic broke. Okay. Well, if you're up for it, both of us can work on this thing for at least a little bit. Just try and get a few of these sections done a little bit. And we could just mine this thing out the whole way down, you know, just doing it all in a video form. But you know what? Let's hop into a time lapse and get as much progress done as we can. A couple days later, and excluding most of the carpets, so far we've built this tunnel all the way out about 160 blocks, and we can see, yeah, this is the exact type of style of effect I was looking for. Imagine the rest of the carpets go down the whole way so far, and you get the real sense and feel as to what this will actually feel like. But while building this, I kind of had the realization that, what if I don't get this tunnel done by the time 1.17 comes out? So I think what I really should do is I should focus on getting at least the ice track completely done, and then work on the decoration afterwards. And because this path only goes to about a third of the way into the tunnel, that means we got to get a little bit more ice. So let's go to where I got all that ice in the first place, which is at this one iceberg. Yeah, before I accidentally got the wrong coordinates for when I was linking up Eva's old base, and I accidentally made myself right here, which is actually a really happy coincidence, which means yeah, we get ourselves pretty much an infinite supply of ice. And I'll probably do something over here eventually, maybe build an ice track or something like that, but for now this could be our ice harvesting area. Hopefully this will be enough blue ice. Only one way to find out. Oh, but one quick thing, when any Cosmic would log on, I would always ask them, like, if they were to have any spare blackstone, or if they were willing to go mine for some, and many of them seem to be up for it, because outside here we can see, like, we have some netherite now, but also over here we have a whole bunch of blackstone, so not too worried about most of the materials I need. There's just a few specific ones that I might have to grind here and there throughout this video. And with that out of the way, on with the ice placing. And with just a couple stacks to spare, we managed to make it all the way to the 1200 block long, like, I guess, endpoint. Yeah, we made it all the way here. I don't know why I was lost for words in that last clip. Like, I really shouldn't have, but, yeah, we, I guess, made it. Now, if only boats weren't so thick. Fine, I'll walk back. And now that we made it all the way back, let's get to work on these side railings for this ice track. And a couple days of work later, yes, a couple IRL days, the entirety of the central ice track has been completely complete. Yeah, it goes all the way out here. We are short by one block, but you know what? That's entirely fine. I'm fine with being just one block short of 1200. And I won't place in the nether portal yet until we get to until the 1.17 update actually releases, so that's why it's not here yet. But let's just take a ride down from one end to another just to show you as to how quick this thing actually goes. And thank goodness I have a pretty decent PC, otherwise these chunks probably wouldn't load. We'd probably get stuck. But yeah, we are going so fast. You look at the top left, we are going like at insane speeds. And yep, in about, what is that, 30 seconds, we managed to go about 1200 blocks from one end of this tunnel to another. We must have broken some speed records at going at that pace. But in the couple days where I was working on the central ice track, a couple things came up. First off, this is old news once again, but the release date of Caves and Cliffs has been announced, being June 8th, and you'll probably be seeing this video the day before that. And also something else happened in terms of our proper Nether hub. Because from what I've heard, our proper Nether hub is going to be much different than what our other nether hubs have been. So basically it's going to start at about 114 where all this soul soil is going to be, and I think go up to 124 or something like that. And basically the idea is to not really have corridors or tunnels or anything like that, but have like a seriously huge open space where you could like fly around or use a soul speed or something like that all around the place without having to, you know, twist and turn around huge tunnels. And the issue we have at hand is that this tunnel, which I've been working at right here, goes right past where the floor level is going to be for their one nether hub. It's going to be right around here, I think, which would kind of ruin their aesthetic style thing for their, I guess, no hallways or anything like that. So I think for now, until we could figure out a better solution, I'm going to put the rest of building this tunnel on hold because, you know, I don't want to mess with the serious idea or have to tear this all down whenever it gets to it. But yeah, we could still use this for when 1.17 comes out, which will be, I guess, by the time you're watching this tomorrow. And in the meantime, because I am still recording this about a week in advance from when this is set to be released, how about we do a little bit of a preparation work for when we do get to 1.17, being one of which, honey farms. Now, I did find this a little while ago. I bone milled a tree, got this here, but I don't know where the bees went. I have zero idea where where all my little bees went. But on the plus side, it doesn't look like we're gonna have to go too far, so maybe if we convince Saber, we could get our hands on at least a few extra bees. I say a few extra bees, even though I think like all the bees have died. But anyway, let's try and meet up with Saber and see what we can do with the bee issue. Good to hear from you again. So when I was walking over to you, you know, when I was putting you at bow points, I noticed that you had a few extra bees in your back garden, and I was wondering if I could potentially, I don't know, just breed up a couple of them and take them over, because I want to make a bee farm myself, you know, to prepare for like 1.17 and stuff. So is it possible if I could just like get a bee or two myself?
I see no problem with it. I think I have a few flowers in here. Here we are.
Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Probably should have gotten some leads, but I will try to
just wait till it gets.
Okay, I will try my best to make sure not to mess with any.
Or you can just wait till it gets dark, and I can give you a hive. I can breed more.
Oh, okay. Because I want to make sort of a an automatic farm too. Like I don't know.
Literally like a minute.
You have been busy or buzzy around here.
And they don't even all have bees in them yet.
Oh,
one campfire and one beehive.
Oh, thank you. Well, that was...
I just got honey. I just got some honeycomb from that one. I can read more.
Much easier than I thought. Like, all right.
Well,
Well,
I got
thanks.
plenty of bees. I can spare a few.
All right. Oh, do you want your daisies back?
Oh, please.
Okay, here they are. But all right.
Thank you.
Yep, and thank you. Well, that was much easier than I thought. But I think definitely before we place down any of these beehives or anything like that, we should really get the farms up and running just so we don't have any more bee accidents. So this probably isn't going to be the neatest bee farm I've ever seen in the world, and if I'm honest, I've not seen too many bee farms, but it should hopefully get the job done and get what we need to prepare for all the 1.17 things we need with the what's it called? With the... Not the honeycomb, that's what it's called, yeah. Completely forgot what those things were called for a second there. My bee knowledge might be a little bit questionable, especially today, but hopefully my redstone skills are a little bit more on point. Thankfully, from the looks of things, it is. Now, the way this is going to work is when a beehive is managed to fill itself up with honey, then what we'll basically do is activate the comparator, and then hopefully activate the dispenser to either dispense a honey bottle or a shear. And I think the only things we're missing, apart from filling up the dispensers, is the flowers. Like, we have pretty much no flowers, so guess we're gonna have to go do some flower picking right now. Thankfully, for something like flowers, it's not too hard to come by, and this is actually kind of soothing, just going flower picking. Like, it requires no brain effort, which is a good thing, and it just, like, I don't know, it takes you away from all the hustles and bustles, just doing something as simple as this. Am I weird saying that? I'm probably weird saying that. Regardless if it is or not, let's get all these flowers in and then actually get some bees inside here. So for my old beehive or bee farm, I managed to get myself enough to get a few man-made nests so we could place them in here. And now for the actual beehive nests. Now, I've never done this before, and I don't know how long this is gonna take. I don't know if it's like a short-term thing or a long-term thing, but oh, I can hear them inside the hive. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. So I think before they manage to get outside of their hive, we should probably fill these things with shears. Okay, I've been waiting here for like 5 minutes and not a single bee has emerged, but I could definitely hear them inside their hives. They don't want to come out and do some pollination. Evelyn decided to pop by, and hopefully she'll be able to help out with this bee issue. Oh, Evelyn, Evelyn, oh, you killed the bee. Why you kill a bee? Like, what? She broke the hive, and the stinger hit her, which means that, yes, they're going. I got the bee out. Yeah, yeah, good work there. But the problem, you see, the issue is that, like, we need the bees in the farm. We don't need them out here, so... Okay, I can't fault Evelyn too much. She did try to come over and help to figure out this one issue. But I still hear bees somehow. Like, maybe they're inside the other one, so... To be a little bit more smart, let's actually place a campfire under here, and let's... See? No? Nothing? I swear I hear them. I'm not going crazy, I don't think. Alright, for now, let's just place them like anywhere right now, just to see if they'll pop out. And there we go. Okay, we have one bee. That is entirely it. We can't do anything else with this singular bee, but at least we have one of them. But that does mean I am going to have to get another bee. Don't mind me, Saber. I'm just gonna breed a few of these bees and just take one back for myself. I shall take care of this bee much better than I did the last one. And after some more finagling, we managed to get ourselves the bee inside of here, and now we have a little baby bee right here. So we are growing our bee population. And this guy we took over here, he is not having any of it. He is just like, nope, let me out of here. Just let me out of here. After some finagling, I think I managed to get this thing to work, because the baby bee just was out here and it pollinated and it went back inside. So yeah, all we have to do is breed up enough bees to get enough bees for every single one of these beehives. Then we can have 15 bees or something like that. I said bees way too many times in that one sentence there. But yeah, all we have to do now is play the waiting game, wait for them to pop out, breed them, and have them go back inside, which will take a substantial amount of time, or what would feel like a substantial amount of time. Oh, and while I was moving things around, we got ourselves some honeycombs. So, yep, definitely working, but it will work much better as soon as we get ourselves some more bees. And a couple hours later, we managed to get, I think, 15 bees. It's hard to tell. They keep going in and out so much. It's hard to properly tell if I have enough bees. And in the time while I was trying to breed up all the bees, I managed to get quite a decent amount of honeycomb and a little bit of normal honey. So yeah, this farm seems to be pretty much working. So what I'm going to do, because I still have about a week from when this video has to be uploaded, is I'm going to grind out as much stuff as I can, get myself as prepared for 1.17 as possible, and then in the next video, which might even be the same week as this one, might be a double Cosmic video, we will go and explore the new 1.17 features. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.